Well, happy Sail Away with PAA Day. It's Auctioneer Patrick. It's going to be a blast. I couldn't be more excited. It's going to be a great next 10 days raising money for Portland Adventist Academy student scholarships. And we're going to talk all about it. And we couldn't talk about it without these two incredible individual humans. The amazing Yuli. Yuli, how are you?
I'm doing good.
That's a start. All right. And Dawn, you're doing good as always, I suspect.
I'm doing good.
Yeah, it's going to be fantastic. Hey, we changed things up a little bit this year, and we are, the community is wide and large and very spread out at Portland Adventist Academy. And we are so excited this year that we're taking the whole event virtual and putting it online, so that everybody, regardless of where you may be, can participate and support our fundraising efforts over the next 10 days. Is that right?
Yes, exactly.
And folks are fired up. I mean, they won't, so many times you do these events, and we've done it with you guys the last several years, and we do it in at the school. And the reality is that many of our supporters aren't in the local market anymore, right? They can't get over to the school as easy as they used to be able to. So we're gonna make this event so that everybody can enjoy it from wherever they may be. And we're kicking it off today with our online auction. And but you can also bid on our live auction. I'm going to explain that in a few minutes. And then next week on Sunday, which is a perfect day, on Sunday from 5 to 6, we're going to be broadcasting again, and we are going to tell some incredible, we've got some great testimonials and some updates on what's going on around the school, and some of the students and parents and donors are all giving us some messages. And so it's going to give our audience an opportunity to get a little bit closer to PAA if they haven't been by recently. But also we'll have our live auction and our paddle raise, and we'll be able to do a lot of really cool things. And that's awesome. So, hey, Yuli, help me out. Over the next 10 days, we're going to raise a significant amount of money, and that's really important to the student body there at PAA. Can you share with me a little bit about how these dollars will help the students?
Yeah. So our students, especially our population that's here now, a lot of them, it's hard for them to access our school just for funds. About 60% of our students are only here because of student scholarships. So we're raising funds to help make the school more accessible for. That's
awesome. 60% of the students are on some type of financial aid. That's a testament to what you guys are doing in making this Christian education accessible to more. And that really truly is in the Christian spirit, right?
Yes.
Bring them all in. And, I often think personally, when I get to work with you guys or any private school, parochial school, I'm always amazed that the more of those children we can reach, it doesn't only affect just the children. It affects their family, and it affects their neighborhood, and it affects so much more in our community than I think we really think about when we extend a scholarship to a young person, and maybe they get to go to the school. That just it's really far reaching and has a huge impact on our community. And so I commend you. That's awesome. And I wish it didn't have to be 60%, but at the same time, I think it's great that it is 60%. Don't you? Yeah. I mean, it's a fabulous, and I always say to people, a lot of times we hear from folks that, hey, I'm paying full bore. Why would I support, tuition assistance or the scholarship program. And I said, well, it's pretty obvious to me. You might find out if 60% of the students there are receiving scholarship. The shocking part is that your child's best friend might be on scholarship. And if it wasn't for that scholarship, they may not be their best friend, right? And those lifelong relationships that we create. I was just on the phone last night with a good dear friend of mine that we went to high school together down in San Antonio, Texas, and he now lives in Colorado, in Montrose, Colorado, and those relationships stay with you for a lifetime. So the fact that we're expanding and opening the doors even wider with our fundraising over the next 10 days is incredible, and what a great story. And why don't we show people how they can get involved and help us accomplish and get more kids at Portland Adventist? How's that sound?
Sounds like a plan.
Let's do it. Unless y'all have something you just want to pontificate on, and tell me a great story or whatever, I'll just take it and roll. So here we go, folks. It could not be any easier, and it is very easy. I want you to, if you're on the website with us right now, and you're already there, but in case you're on one of the social outlets, I want to make sure that you know how to get to the auction homepage. It's PAASA. I believe I said that right. Why is that not right to me? Is that right? That is right. Okay. PAASA school auction or school auction, and that will take you right to our auction page. And once you're there, first thing I really want you to do, folks, is I would love for you to go ahead and click right on up here in the top right. It says register. And why that's important is a couple of things, folks. First of all, you can't bid. You can't do a whole lot if you haven't registered. You can check everything out. You don't have to register right away. No pressure. But at the same time, I want you to register. And the reason I do is because you're going to get an email from our friends at Auctioneer confirming your email address, making sure that's right. But more importantly, because this event lasts 10 days, you're going to get the link to download the Auctioneer app. The Auctioneer app is incredibly powerful, and it's going to be a wonderful way for you to follow all the action in the auctions over the next 10 days. So make sure you download that Auctioneer app, and when you get that link, it couldn't be easier, and it couldn't be more valuable to you. And we're going to talk about a lot of things with Dawn and Yuli today. We're going to talk a little bit about how, first and foremost, I want to draw our attention to a special raffle that we have before I dive in too deep on our online auctions. I want to talk a little bit about this raffle, because this raffle is pretty remarkable. Would you two agree?
Yeah, absolutely.
And I guess because it's a choose your destination, and based on your costumes today, right? That you're probably not choosing the golf, okay? But we've got a really cool opportunity here, friends. Just click on this. If I had set the button right, see, I was talking too much. I'll get to that in a second. Anyhow, our raffle, tickets are. I need to remember, actually. So give me 1 second, and I'm going to know that answer. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make it all work while we're talking, which is kind of ridiculous, isn't it? Because they think I'm somewhat of a magician sometimes, and I'm going to prove my magician status right now, because I know exactly what I forgot to do when we were talking. Because it's always fun to visit. It is always incredible to visit with Dawn and Yuli. We have way too much fun. I don't know that we ever get anything done, but we have a great time. And just like that, I am back with you. Okay. And so when you click down here, click on buy your raffle tickets now. And folks, here's how this works, right? One lucky winner will embark on a journey of your choice with this amazing opportunity to select your dream destination from among Cabo San Lucas, Yosemite, Palm Springs, or Orlando. This is a 1-week stay in a cozy 1-bedroom condo. And this is what a awesome opportunity. And you can buy your tickets right now for only $25. And we're going to draw our winner for the for the Choose Your Destination raffle on our live stream next week on Sunday between 5 and 6. And we're going to give away this trip. So you need to get in there and buy your tickets now. All right. Now, at the same time, we want to make sure, look at there. I love these little boxes, don't you? Because you know what that means, right? Somebody just placed a bid. Okay. And LV already knows how to use the nickname feature when they registered. Okay. And so I do you guys use nicknames? You don't have to tell me what it is, but do you use nicknames?
I don't know if I put a nickname in. I might have to go check.
Yeah, well, you probably should. Okay. Yeah. And the nickname feature is a fun deal. I think it's awesome. Some people like to put anonymous because they don't, but at the same time, I think you should grab nicknames that fit our theme of Sail Away with PAA. And since you've already got the costumes, somebody's going to have to, I think at Gilligan's Island, but there's all sorts. I mean, Sail Away on the Love Boat. It could be Gilligan's Island. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, you could do it all right there. That's awesome. All right, so let's talk about bidding. And as I mentioned, I'm going to share right now, okay, what the difference is between our online only auction and then you can bid online for our live auction, okay? And the difference in our live auction is it will close individually, just like I would if I was with you in person at the school. When I say sold, it is sold. It is not tied to a time. So we'll be able to place your bids online. I'm going to show you how to do that in a few minutes. But you can start your online bidding right now, and then we will close the live auction during the live stream broadcast next week, 5 to 6. All right, so let's look at our online auction. Did I see that you had an incredible 60 packages for people to bid on in the online auction? Is that right? 60? Yeah, that's amazing. What a great selection. These are some, look at there. One of my favorites right there. Ty is right there fishing. You've got everything from gift cards to school related projects to fun things to do, Kingpin's Arcade. And even see if you could also get your carpets cleaned. How cool would that be? Huh? Yeah. Yes. In fact, I noticed one of the two of you was bidding on the carpet cleaning earlier. I'm not going to throw her under the bus yet because
I better get my nickname out there.
Yeah, you better get your nickname out there. Yeah. Oh, Pip's Original Donuts. I mean, who wouldn't like a little Pip's right about now? Huh? That is awesome. Yeah. Or you could, Yuli, I picture you enjoying that roller coaster right there. Is that right up your alley? Huh? Maybe not. Yeah. But this is an amazing selection. Langer's, if you haven't been to Langer's Entertainment Center, what an incredible place. Al's Gardens, Shakespeare Festival. You've got something for everybody here. This is McMenamins. And see, what's cool about this is, like we're doing all of this virtually this year, and we're reaching more of the PAA community. And, a McMenamins gift card can be used, I would suspect, at most of their locations. So that is at any McMenamins location, right? So what a perfect example. So let's play around with it right now, and I'm going to show folks how to bid. I'm going to dive in on this one because there's McMenamins everywhere. Portland family, Portland run, great operation here. So here's how it works, folks. We start with looking at the top, and it says bidding ends in 9 days plus bid extension. And what that means is that on March 15th, so that's the evening that we do the show, we're going to do it 5 to 6. So you don't need to be bidding in the online auction while we're doing the show. You can be bidding in the live auction during the show. But at 8 o'clock, that online auction is going to start to close. And what I mean when I say start to close means that if any single item receives a bid after 7:55, right? So 5 minutes before it closes. What happens is Auctioneer will send the person who got outbid a notification. Hey, you've been outbid. You need to bid again. it will also extend our closing time from 8 o'clock to 8:05. So every time that somebody bids within the last 5 minutes before it closes, it will extend that closing time 5 new minutes, right? So that's why we say bidding begins to end in 9 days plus the bid extension, right? So make sure you got your schedule cleared, okay? Make sure you got your schedule cleared. Don't make any appointments, Yuli, for 8:01, okay? Yeah, not for 8:01, because you may still be bidding, and that's a great feature. And I love it because I'm an auctioneer, and to me, I don't quit. I don't say sold until they quit bidding, right? And that's the way the online auction works. Also, it's nobody. We're not going to say closed until people have quit bidding. So that's awesome. And then it's going to tell you right here, friends. It's going to tell you what the current high bid is. Sharkos. I don't know who that is, but they understood the assignment, obviously, with the nickname deal, didn't they? There, Dawn.
Yep.
And it says they bid 35 and the next bid must be at least $45. Okay, well, that's cool. You know what? I think this, I tell you what I like about this one is that it's got a value of $50. I can use it at any of the minimums. I'd easily pay 70. I'd easily pay 50, but I want to make sure I also give a little extra so that we can help increase the number of those kids on scholarship. So I'm gonna say $100 here, and the important thing here is that if I could get it for 45, that would be cool. Okay, but I would pay up to 100 for this because it's for a great cause. All right, and so what I'm going to make sure happens is that I'm placing this as a proxy bid, and what that means, friends out in the audience today, is that when I place this bid, the computer is going to bid for me up to my $100 proxy, making sure that I always stay in the lead. So why is that important? Crucial, very important. And here's why. Because if I needed to bid $45, I could just put 45 and say bid 45. And then somebody would come in and they have to bid 55, right? And when they bid 55, the computer's they're gonna send me a note and say, hey, you've been outbid, you need to bid again. And I would have to bid 65, right? Now, if I have used the proxy bid feature, like Yuli and Dawn always do.
always.
If I had used the proxy bid feature, then it would have placed my bid at 45. And when the person came in and bid 55, it would not automatically move my bid to 65. It would just move it up to 55 because in essence, my bid was there first. Okay. Right. And so that saved me $10, right? And so that's a heck of a feature. So anyhow, I love these gift certificates you have in the deal because they're things you're spending money on a daily basis. I'm going to encourage our audience, bid a little higher. You were going to spend that $50 anyway at McMenamin's. Put a little on top of it to support PAA. So I'm going to bid 100. When I do, I've got my proxy bid. It says, are you sure you want to bid up to a maximum of $100? The answer is yes. I'm glad I didn't put in 1,000. Okay, perfect. Always good to check, right? And there you go. And then it tells me, and somebody had already put a proxy bid at $50. See there, or at 45 because you have the current high bid at 50, not 45. Right. So somebody had put in their proxy bid to 45. My buddy right down here, Sharkos. Yeah. So that's awesome. I love it. And the other thing I want to tell you is, as you're perusing the catalogs here, friends, you're going to run into items that, maybe you don't need, maybe you don't like sushi. I don't know what it might be. Right. But people who do. Okay. And when you see that, hey, we're not we're a very welcoming community here at Portland Adventist Academy, and we want you to share that item. We don't care who buys it. We're just trying to get scholarships for kids, right? So if you see an item and you want to say, hey, you know what, my buddy really loves McMenamin's, I just click right here and I get a link to this specific item. Drop it in a text. Drop it in an email and send it directly to that person and tell them, hey, here's a great opportunity, make a deal, and also support something that's near and dear to my heart, Portland Adventist Academy. So just use that link, copy that link. The other thing you can do here, Dawn and Yuli, I know you're both big social media folks. This social media icon here for Facebook is actually tied. When I logged in, it knows I don't know how I don't even want to explain how that it knows, but it knows my Facebook account. Okay. And look at there's Michelle. Principal Michelle is going after the donuts.
For the donuts.
You better be putting those in the teacher lounge. That's all I can say.
Be watching for those.
Yeah, we'll be watching for those. Maybe we should teach Michelle how to use that nickname too. Anyhow, my point is if you click on that Facebook icon, it's going to create a post for you in your Facebook account for this item, right? It's not going to tell the whole auction. It's going to talk about this item and share it out there because, that raffle is a perfect example, right? That raffle is a perfect example of something you want to share out with your social community and have, unless you're really committed to buying all the tickets and improve the odds. Maybe they'll take you with them. Okay.
Well,
so
can I jump in here for a second? And
please.
Just to remind everybody that you can live out of state. I mean, we can mail the information to you. You don't have to come here to pick things up. So, most of the stuff is things that you can purchase from anywhere. So
yeah, exactly. And you're happy to if it fits in an envelope, you can send it USB. Look at old Michelle; she's on a roll. Yeah, she knew you two were tied up, so now she gets to go off the clock for a little bit. Anyhow, my point is that most of the items in the online auction, can be sent via U.S. Postal Service or even an email. If it does require shipping, right? If you buy something big and we have to ship it, we are going to ask you to cover that shipping cost, but or come by the school and pick it up. But things like gift certificates, gift cards like this, that would be a perfect example of a way to support PAA and also get something delivered right to your home. So that would be cool. All right. Now, because I know you guys are surgical and much better at proofing than me. How are we doing? Do you think there was any questions? Because I'm gonna ask our audience. They're welcome to drop any questions right in the chat. And if you haven't already, be sure to say hello. We love to say hello to everybody and let us know you're tuned in and watching. That would be fantastic. Did y'all have any questions on the bidding? I'm just gonna watch Michelle keep bidding. I love it.
I'll do a shout out to Debbie and Mary, and they probably should do a nickname too because I'm going after them for the Owl's Garden certificate. So those Owl Garden, those are always a popular item. They are. If Michelle is still in there, she should bid on the Frog Pond Farms for our staff spring fling that we do because they can take up to 25 people. So I think we should all go there together as staff. So
now did my buddy Justin change his logo at Frog Pond Farm?
Oh, maybe so.
Justin, that's his boy right there. Justin is a great guy. Justin Tim is a former auctioneer.
Oh, there.
Yeah. And he is a great guy and does just a lot of fun. That's awesome. So you guys have been down there for your team building or something?
No, that's what I'm saying. Michelle needs to bid on that so we can do that.
Yeah, wouldn't that be cool? That's an awesome 25 guests. Would be a heck of a field trip too for the students. Yeah. So. We're not opposed to somebody buying that and doing that. Well, I'm going to put $100 on it just in case. And if I get it for 100, you guys are all going to. You guys are all going down to see my man Justin down there at Frog Pond. He's got those llamas. He's a llama farmer. He's got it all, and it's fantastic stuff there at Frog Pond. All righty, so give me there's. I'm going to stay away from owls now. Don't tell me the things you're bidding on when I ask you for your favorite. I want you to tell me what your favorite is. You're not bidding on. Okay, things you think people in our audience would love to hear about.
In the live or the silent? Or
Let's start with a online auction. Online only.
So I have always loved the Enchanted Forest, and I know I'm much older than those that normally go, but I have to say that I went there for Mother's Day last year and thoroughly enjoyed my day.
That's awesome. And you know, the creator just passed away, I read in the paper.
He just did. I just saw that.
Yeah. And but Enchanted Forest, wow, what a legendary theme park here in Oregon, and what a great story behind the family and everybody there at Enchanted Forest. And you're right, Dawn. You don't have to be a kid to go there. And I think sometimes even for me, seeing all the kids that are there that are somebody else's kids is a great relaxation, and it's very heartwarming to see everybody having a good time. So this is for 4 admission tickets. That's a great package. Yeah. How about you, Yuli? What are you not bidding on, but you think people will be excited about?
I think even though it's laser engraved, the Seahawk football, considering Seahawks won. Yeah.
Yes, she was oogling that when it came in.
I was like, I know a lot of those signatures on there. Yeah.
There you go. Laser autograph. Now tell me about that. All right. So they're able to laser etch onto the surface. Wow.
Yeah. And it's over, I don't know, several years.
It's
okay.
Top 50.
The top 50 players of the team
for the Seahawks. Yeah.
Wow. So if you're a Seahawks fan, that's a perfect example of one you share out on your socials, right?
Yeah.
Because you put it out there, and Seahawks. I mean, they're the world champions, right? They won the Super Bowl, and to have their top 50 players of all time have their autographs all on one ball, that is wow! What a cool thing. Big shout out to the Seahawks for making that available to you. That's cool. They probably did that before the Super Bowl, didn't they?
Yeah.
It would have been harder to get after the Super Bowl. Yeah. But no, that's a great package. All right, perfect. Let's jump into our live auction, because I'll tell you what, you guys have put together a great Michelle. Going to Alderbrook. All right. She got a sale to Alderbrook? Here we go. So this is our live auction. We have 8 packages. Wow. Okay. And look at these packages. We got Timbers tickets. We got airplane rides. We got Port Ludlow. We got Alderbrook, but you can't bid on that because Michelle is. And then we've got Portland Trailblazers for 4. That's awesome. That's really awesome. And fishing with the one and only Ty Johnson. How good is that? Yeah. You know that guy by chance, Yuli?
I was not ready to answer. Did you know him?
I know his wife really well.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah, there you go. And look at there. There's another famous Adventist community gentleman. He was formerly the CEO over there at the hospital. So. And he's a huge fisherman, but he had to take lessons that day from Ty. Probably the best fishing he ever had. Yeah. That's awesome. And we've sold this package at the auction the last several years, and it's always been incredibly popular with our audience. And so it's great that we're giving everybody a chance to bid on it now. That is fantastic. And in fact, we do have one in the live, and we have one in the online too, correct? Yeah. We have it in both places. So Ty and your family being very generous. And if you pay enough, Dawn might make lunch for the day. But you said it's going to cost a lot. You got to spend a lot of money to support PAA. Yeah, that's awesome. That's fantastic. Well, we've got a couple of packages here. This one in Newport. Wow, what a cool deal this is. This is I'm not sure that I can explain it. So I'm gonna touch base on it, but it is. You get to go. You stay in a hotel in where do you go? Newport Beach, and then you also have your photo setting at the same time. Is that correct?
Right. Yeah, you have to use them at the same time. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and it's not like they're Not like they're putting you up at a bad hotel. They're taking you to the West and South Coast Plaza. Wow.
Yeah.
And how many nights is that? Does it say?
I think it's a single night, one night stay.
Yeah. Okay. So you fly out, you get down there, drive down there, however you get there, and then you stay at the hotel, and then they put together an incredible portrait package for you. That's a neat package. But
Yeah.
I tell you what, no offense, but I'm kind of focused on this one here. This is more my pace. Waikiki is in the mix this year, folks. You can already feel your toes in the sand,
Yep.
and that sweaty beverage in your hand. It'll be awesome.
Can you
Yeah.
tell? We're sailing
Yeah,
away.
yeah. You girls are ready right now. I should have taken a picture of you. Yeah, and you're not going to drown either. That's awesome.
Nope, we are prepared.
Hey, friends, this is 5 nights at the Waikiki Beachcomber. It's right across the street, literally, from the beach. And the nice thing about this is it is you can have a king bed or 2 double beds. Maybe you've got some young children you want to come with you. Or maybe you turn it into a girls' weekend or a girls' trip, whatever you want to do. It's for 2, but it can accommodate up to 4. The nice thing about this to me is that you have 24 months to travel. Okay. And that's a big deal. 24 months to travel and no blackout dates. Right. So, I think for, well, especially for you two, that, blackout dates are a big deal because, because that's when you guys want to go on vacation, spring break, holidays, things like that. So this is a great opportunity for our friends in the PAA community to jump on and get to go to Hawaii and be there in Waikiki. It's awesome. This is a great package, and bidding starts at $1,000. So I don't know about you, but I can't stay 5 nights in a decent place in downtown Portland for $1,000. So get in there, bid high, bid often, and then we're going to close the bidding on this one live. This is one of our live packages. So we'll do that live during our live stream next Sunday, the 15th of March, between the hours of 5 and 8. So that's some good stuff. You've got a heck of an event going. The one thing I have not touched on, which is a tradition at PAA, is we have Christmas trees. And Dawn, this is one of my favorite things. I know you guys delivered a tree to me a few years back. I think maybe that first year that I was with you, probably when your superintendent had a medical issue at the last minute, and probably 2018 or something like that. Yeah, sounds about right. And tell us about this program we've got right here.
Well, so what we do is the bidding winners, they get a Christmas tree between a 6 to 8 foot noble, and we pick it up for you. Santa's elves pick it up and deliver it to your home. And then when Christmas is over, probably like the second week in January, we come back and Santa's elves remove the tree and dispose of it for you. So you're getting the tree and the service as well. So it's kind of a special deal.
Well, that's a screaming deal for $150. I mean, I don't want to throw my friend under the bus, but we were talking about his farm, and I did bid on it. I got my tree last year at Frog Pond. I got a noble. I paid way too much for it, Justin, and I had to drive down there and pick it up, and I had to, yeah. No, what a screaming deal. We only have 10 of these, though, friends. Only 10. So this is a buy it now item, which means that if I go right here, you don't see any bidding, you don't see any proxy bid buttons, you don't see anything about when bidding closes. We have 10 of these, and you need to get yours today. You put it in your add to cart, pay for it, and you have just saved yourself a miserable afternoon in the rain when you're supposed to be smiling, and an even more miserable time after you have to take it to somewhere to try to figure out how to get it out, or you got the chainsaw out and you're cutting it up so it'll fit in the recycling box. And just eliminate all of that and make a kid happy at Portland Adventist Academy. Make sure you get your Christmas tree today. They are going to run out, I guarantee you. And big thanks to our friends at Knapp Farms for making those That's a cool package. So now the most important thing we need to share with people here, my two sailors, is that we have to show how do they participate next Sunday. Okay. And this is the fun part to me. I love this. Okay. And what we will do is at 5 o'clock, if you want to go a little earlier, that's fine. But show up and click on the big show. Okay. And right here, right now, I put up our video that we're doing right now just as a placeholder. But we will have the live stream going. I think Michelle's joining us that night. We'll be playing a bunch of videos. It is streaming through YouTube, so you could. I say this all the time in these types of events. I think it's great. We'll send out the link to the YouTube, and I would encourage you. You know, folks are really good with smart TVs now. If you have YouTube on your smart TV, I would tell you gather the family around. Put the broadcast up on YouTube, on your television there in the family room. And then I want you to have your phone, your mobile device, or your tablet, whatever you use, and have that Auctioneer bidding app that you're logged into and follow the action, right? Watch Fernando's putting together some incredible video clips for us that we're going to be sharing with the audience. Great stuff from students and teachers and everybody. And then Michelle and I will be kind of ramrodding the whole show, I guess. And when we get ready to bid on the auction packages, what will happen is that I will make a package active, and maybe not. There it is. And right then, what will happen is you will be able to see what's happening, and you'll be able to see the people that are bidding against you right here. And we will close those live right on the television. Okay. On your TV or on your computer or your device, whatever you're using. All right. And so it's incredibly important that you are following along. I do want to remind everybody, okay, that everybody has different internet speed, whether it's to their phone or to their house or to wherever they have it, right? So there will be a bit of a lag, maybe 10, 20 seconds between what I say here in our studios and when you actually hear it on your couch, okay? So don't waste any time. Always follow the bidding right here, because the data travels faster than video. And so our screen right here will keep up with you very, very easily, okay? And so, you'll be able to bid right here. And then when I get done with that one, I'll go to the next one, and we'll do the 2-hour plane ride, and we'll just roll right through. And you can see the whole thing right there on your computer. I encourage you. I think it's more fun. Put it on YouTube. Put the broadcast on YouTube. And then you can follow along on your handheld device, tablet or phone, whichever you work for you. Is that pretty straightforward to Yuli and Dawn? Because
yes,
if you guys get it, then everybody will get it, right?
If I can understand it, everybody should be able to do it.
Yeah. I think it's going to be great, don't you?
Yeah,
I think so. Yeah.
And tell me, Fernando's. I mean, we've had a couple of meetings. We've talked about the videos that he was putting together. There's some great compelling stories, some great testimonials about the quality of education that folks are getting there at PAA and how it's affected their life. And I think whether you bid or not that night, it would be a great opportunity to take a sneak peek into what's happening at PAA today. Is that correct?
Yeah. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, it should be a lot of fun. All righty, friends, I'm going to give you one last chance. If you have any questions, I want you to dive them right into that chat box right now, and we will answer them as we're talking, okay? And if you want to just say hello, do that too. We like people who say hello. We're a friendly group here at PA. Wouldn't you say? All right. And what now, are these your costumes for next week too, or do you have a both of you tend to enjoy these costume environments?
I know it's Spirit Week next week. We will just keep it going.
Yeah.
Yeah, keep going. And hey, big shout out to our decorations committee, right? I mean, look at the decorations
Yes.
behind you. Who all should we thank there? Because I would recognize them if I saw them, but I only see them once a year. Give them some shout outs right now.
We're going to shout out to Janice Hinckley, Holly Schwab, and Ruth Anderson. They are the decorating gurus.
Yes,
of
for sure.
Yes, they are. That's awesome.
Area. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Hey, friends, it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm hoping to see you Sunday, March 15th. Go right to our auction website, click on the big show, and you'll be able to bid online in both our online auction and our live auction. We're raising money for Portland Adventist Academy so that we can provide more scholarships and give this incredible Christian education opportunity to so many young people, making our communities a better place to live and work. Yuli, do you have anything to wrap us up?
Oh my. Well, I'm glad for those that have already joined us so far, and the bidding has been going crazy. That's been really exciting. And just again, invite your friends, more people to engage. And if people don't want to bid on an auction, they could just donate. And obviously that's there on that same homepage. You could just,
in fact, it's right here.
Yes.
There you go.
Yes.
So
recommended amounts, or you can choose your own amount, whatever works for you. Hey, and I'm sorry, Yuli, you were probably about to say this. We got to thank these sponsors for stepping up and helping us out this year.
Sure. We are so happy. CETA's our architect for the school, Adventist Health, a hospital next door, credit union across the street, the Departments of Education for Oregon and for the Pacific Northwest. And Center Logic was our former computer support company. And even though we don't work with them anymore, they still were a sponsor for us also. So
wow, that's awesome.
And if other businesses or you have businesses that you want to sponsor, we'll still take your sponsorship too. So
that a girl. I love it. I love it. Yeah.
It's not too late.
I forgot you're the director of development. Yeah. That's awesome. That's awesome. Tell us, pitch your lovely husband's fly fishing package, how great it is, and little encouragement for our audience.
No, it's been one of the highest achieving packages that we've had. So we hope that it does the same, so we can turn that money right around and get some more kids here that want to be here and wouldn't be able to without it. So it's a fun day out there. He'll probably enjoy it as much or more than the people he takes. So he's excited and ready to go. So he's ready to get the lines wet. So
yeah, wet a fly. That's awesome. That's awesome. Anything else you want to add before we wrap it up here, gang?
Bid lots, bid high, bid often.
Yes.
There you go. I love it. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Until we see you, bid high, bid often, and we will see you on Sunday the 15th, 5 o'clock right here.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, Patrick. Bye, everybody.